Hey, how's it going? Today we are going to make something that resembles hummus. I'm not going to call it hummus, but I'm going to call it something that resembles hummus. And what you need for that are some kind of cooked bean product. Here I have some butter beans that are a little bit overcooked, but that's fine for this preparation. That's actually what we want. I also have the juice of one lemon. I didn't count how much garlic that is, but I guess it would be like 5 or 6 large cloves. And then here is some tahini sauce that I made. Now, generally you make tahini sauce with raw sesame seeds, but they didn't have any raw sesame seeds today at the supermarket. So these are toasted. And what I did is I just got 2 packages. I guess it was maybe around 200 grams or so of toasted sesame seeds. I put them into the food processor attachment for my stick blender, and I blended the heck out of them until they turned into a paste. And because these were toasted, I had to add a little bit of olive oil. So we got the beans, the lemon juice, garlic, tahini sauce, olive oil, and then also some salt. And this, the way that we're going to make this can be transferred to any kind of bean that you want to work with. Now, normally, if we're going to make real hummus, we would be doing it with garbanzo beans. But again, I told you, this is what I had on hand. A couple days ago, I soaked too many of these butter beans for what I was cooking at the time, and I had some leftovers, so I thought, well, let's make some tahini. Or let's make something that resembles hummus. So throw these into my mixing bowl that I'm going to use. Right now I'm going to throw in a large spoon of this thing that resembles tahini, and maybe 1.5 large spoons of that. I'll put my lemon juice in there and my garlic and a few glugs of this beautiful olive oil and some salt. When I cook these beans, I cook them with some salt and various herbs like rosemary. I had some spice like fennel seed and also garlic. So they were already seasoned right now. The beans are already seasoned. So let's give it a few pulses with the stick blender. Here we go. And you can see it's coming together very quickly. We can give it a little stir. Oh wow, that was real fast. I had some of the liquid that I cooked these beans. Some of the liquid is still in there. So actually, yeah, this is a little bit more liquidy than normal, but that's okay. It's gonna spend some time in the refrigerator to kind of thicken up. Just make sure that any whole beans that are still there, you get those. Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth. All right. I should change this channel to Cooking with a Stick Blender. Ha 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 ha. Let's test that for seasoning. Wow. Honestly, I was expecting it to not be very good, but this really comes out. It tastes just like hummus, and so I mean, I could even call this hummus if I want. I can call it like broad bean hummus or something like that. But yeah, this is really, really good. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a little while, and then we're gonna plate it up with a little bit of a garnish, a little surprise garnish. I swear it's not the secret ingredient from the potato onion soup. But yeah, we'll come back in maybe half an hour or an hour with a little bit of a garnish, plate it up, and give it a try. See you later. Hey, we're back. So the secret ingredient of today is this beautiful fresh cilantro that I picked up at the local vegetable market this morning. Well, I guess it was technically a little bit after 12. So I chopped up some of that and put it on top here. And I also had a few cracks of freshly ground black pepper. And we're just waiting right now for a little dinner roll type thing to heat up. I believe it's ready. Ooh, hot, hot. So let's just give it a little try. I'll mix it up a bit. It thickened up some in the fridge. It's been about 20 minutes or half an hour since we first blended it. If I leave it in the fridge for another hour or two, it'll definitely thicken up. That was kind of my decision today. I wanted it a little bit thinner. Let's give it a try. Tear off some bread. Of course, you can use some pita bread or any kind of flat bread that you have. Heck, if you have tortillas or chips or crackers. Wow. This takes me back to this cafe that we went to in Tel Aviv. That was a Palestinian, I think it was Palestinian. They didn't have any alcohol, but they had the best hummus. And we were just sitting there eating hummus all night. And one thing that was cool, so you can have it with bread, flatbread, pita, whatever. But there's one thing that they did, which I'm not going to do today, where they cut up an onion and they cut the onion into kind of like chips. And then you would dip the onion into the hummus and eat it like that. So you can imagine this is a piece of onion, kind of like a Outback Steakhouse bloomin' onion, but raw. And then, wow, that is really good. Now, again, this is just something that resembles hummus, and this is a technique video. So you can use this technique with pretty much any kind of bean that you can think of. All you need are some cooked beans, some kind of acid, like a lemon juice. I'm sure if you wanted, you could use a vinegar, a nut butter of some kind. So I used, of course, tahini, but maybe you could probably use a different kind of nut butter, just something that's raw, like, and with no added ingredients. And then some salt and oil, and you are in business. Looks like someone else wants to have something too. And with that, we will see you later. And I hope you guys have a great evening and an even better morning. Bye-bye.